What's up, family? We are back with another episode of Wake Up with E, where we rise, we shine, and we grind. It's your boy Ernest, and today we're about to dive into something real, something that can kind of hits close to home, something that we all can relate to, especially managers in the workplace, and it's called No Call, No Show. And no, I'm not just talking about at the workplace, but I'm talking about in life in general. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab a cup of apple juice, whatever you need to get up and at 'em, because we're going in deep on today. All right, family, as we said, today's episode is called No Call, No Show. And this is definitely inspired about something that happened on today. One of my employees did a no call, no show.
What?
Now, when we talk about that phrase, in plain words, no call, no show means somebody just didn't show up for a scheduled shift or an appointment and didn't even bother to let anyone know in advance.
Nah, that's funny though. You tried to get a reaction out of me. That's what it was. Yeah, you guys.
Does that sound familiar?
Yes, sir.
I bet it does. It's that one phrase that gets folks shaking their heads and rolling their eyes because, let's be honest, it's a pretty terrible thing to do, to say you're going to be there, to commit to something and actually not do it. Yeah! You commit to saying that you're going to do something and then you just go ghost.
Why would somebody do this?
No heads up, no nothing. Now, here's the kicker. In this generation, I feel like a lot of folks don't even seem to think it's a big deal anymore. We just feel as though, hey, if they didn't show up, they didn't show up. But that is not the correct mindset to have. See, we've all been there thinking to ourselves, it really isn't that serious. But let me tell you something. You not being where you said you were going to be, you not holding on to your word or your commitment, it is a big deal. When you don't show up, you're not just letting yourself down, but you're letting others down too. You are creating a ripple effect of frustration, disappointment, distrust, resentment, and stress. And for what? Because we didn't feel like it? Because life got overwhelming? Trust me, I've been there. I've done the no call, no show thing, not just at work, but in life. There were times I got so overwhelmed with everything that I just shut down. Didn't show up for others, didn't show up for myself, just didn't show up. And here's the thing, family. Some of us are doing that right now. We're not showing up in our relationships. We're not showing up in our friendships. We're not showing up to work. We're not showing up because we're either too overwhelmed or we've just gotten plain lazy. And you know what? That's okay. But only if you're honest about it. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay that you have bitten off more than you probably could chew. But what's not is leaving people hanging, leaving yourself hanging without a word, without a call, without a text, without a notification. So let's get a little bit more real, right? Life happens. Sometimes we just can't show up. And that is perfectly fine. But here's the thing. We've got to communicate. We've got to put in that sick time. We got to ask for that vacation day. We've got to let people know. We have to set expectations so they can move the way they need to move, so they can move differently, so they're not depending on you. And that's nothing but respect. That's nothing but just plain love. That's just plain human decency. And when we do that, we're not just showing up for them. We're showing up for ourselves. We're saying, I care enough about you, about me, and about this thing that we got going on to be honest about where I am. So whether it's work, relationships, or even your relationship with God, don't go MIA. Don't leave people wondering what happened. Let them know and then take the time you need to regroup, refresh, and come back strong. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how many times you fall off. It's about how many times you get back up and show up. In the words of Donnie McClurkin, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. And we fall down. You know what I mean, right? So as we end this episode on today, family, I want you to think about the no call, no show and decide to do something different. All right, family, that's it for today's episode of Wake Up with E. Remember, we're all in this together, rising, shining, and grinding. Don't let a no call, no show define you. Let your honesty and your integrity and your commitment to showing up be the legacy you leave behind. Now go out there and have an amazing day. And hey, if this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who might need a little nudge to show up today. Let's keep encouraging each other to be the best versions of ourselves in Christ and in life. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. Your boy E. Hey family, if you're not already, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Please like, share, comment. Let's spread the good news around the world.